Hello Roulette fans, it's TeKKa Roulette back with another video, and it is back. The TeKKa tournament has come back for League 2 Session 1. We're going to do 30 spins. Which system will come out top after game week 1? I don't know, but just before we get into the video, just remember, this content is for entertainment purposes only, showing my journey and showing my tournament of the strategies I am testing. It's nothing more and it's nothing less, and it is definitely not financial advice, because as you all know, I'm just a guy sitting in his room playing roulette. I save up the beer money so I can have a spin. So with that said, let's get on and let's see what strategies are in League 2. So here we are. This is TeKKa Tournament. This is the League 2. So we are doing the oldest 9 streets. Obviously, you know I like a 9 street bet. We've done the recent 9 streets. We're now going to do the oldest 9 streets and see how that goes in 4 sessions. We're going to do the new strategy that I'm liking to play, the recent 9-7-5, but we never get to the fifth street, so we're just going to play 9 streets with a 7 street recovery, and we're going to call it the recent 9-7. The third strategy is going to be the 26 pocket racetrack bet, near neighbours 8 and the opposite near neighbours 4. And then the fourth strategy I'm going to put in on this one is one of Roulette Master's old favourites, the does column, second dozen, second column, going up 2 units on a loss. You reset at session profit. So they are the strategies we are going to play. We're going to play the oldest 9 streets today. Right, so the oldest 9 streets to hit. So it is the oldest 9 streets to hit. So the 3 most recent streets to hit, we're taking them off. Thanks to Jack Ace, because I've used this tool again. So recovery method is martingale, once in a recovery position progression. So when we have lost once, after 1 loss, we will need 2 wins, then we can reset in a row. If we get 2 losses in a row, we require 2.5 wins, and then we can reset. So that means we can reduce our bets by 1 progression if we get 2 wins. And then if we lose 3 times or more in a row, we will need 3 wins to get out of the progression. But essentially, we are placing the bets and we're trying to get into new session profit. And if we can reduce a progression to get into that new session profit, we will do so. So now let's get to the wheel and let's see what numbers I need to add. Right, where is my dashboard? Here's my dashboard. So the last number I put in was a 7. You can't see the numbers, but I can. There. All right, there's quite a few. So 31, 27, 24, 24. Then it was an 8, a 28. Oh, can't see anything. A 30 and a 9. Okay. All right, we won't be able to get the bet on this time, so we will watch the spin and then we will get on to the next bet. Currently, it actually has lost the last 2 spins. Like I said, we've got a $1,000 bankroll. We have 6 or 7 progressions for this. 2. Right, so let's get on to it. Right, and so we're going. We're not on the 1st, the 3rd, and the 10th. That is the bet that we're on. Yeah, so we've got 6 progressions. We're starting off with a $9 bet, $1,000 bankroll like before. 30 spins. We will do 35 spins just to see if any of the systems did require an extra few spins to try and get out of a recovery progression. So that one. And what we'll do is we will just, so with this one, the bets change if we win, the streets that we take off will probably change. I think they will always change. So every time we win, we will have to change the street. So we'll just have to be a little bit wary of our bet size that we've got on, and make sure that we change to the right streets. One spin. That is 31, and that's also one. Right there. So now we put on the bet. We're not on the first street, we're not on the second street, and we're not on the 11th street. Right then. So that would be just doing a... So my spreadsheet is saying that we have done 13 spins, but we've actually only done 2. So I need to get to spin 46. That will be 35 spins. Right then, let's see how well this system does today. First loss of the day, that is a 6. Okay. So we put the bet back on. And the 11. Right, so what I forgot is obviously if this one loses, the bet should just stay the same. We just need to double it, actually, thinking about it. So now we're on the second progression. Like I said, I've got 6 progressions. If we make a bit of profit, I might have a 7th progression. But I don't know. Probably 6 progressions. It is a little bit... I would prefer 8 progressions for a 9 street bet. There's one win. So we will repeat the bet, try and get our second win, and then we will be in session high profit, and we can reset. 3 wins, 1 losses after 4 spins. So far today, the near neighbour 8 and opposite near neighbour 4 has won every spin. And the recent 9 streets won the last 3 spins, as did the recent 7 streets. So that one would have been all right. And the second dozen 7 column has not done very well so far. That is 2 wins. So now we can reset. So we will reset. We're not on the 2nd, the 4th, and the 10th. There are 3. 4 wins, 1 loss, $9 profit. So the recent second dozen and the second dozen second column has actually lost the last 5 spins. So it's lost every single spin since we've started. That is a 5, and we've lost here again. So we need to repeat the bet and double. So yeah, I don't know. I think the oldest 9 streets does play pretty similar to the recent 9 streets, but I don't know. I just don't like playing the oldest streets. I know we're playing 9 of them, which is a lot better than just playing 6 or 5 of them. But yeah, let's see how it does. I'm interested to see how this one does. So that is another 6. So that's lost. So here, repeating numbers, double the bet, really hurt us. Right, so now we need 2.5 wins. We're on our 3rd progression, and we need 2.5 wins. So we need 2 wins at $4, and then we can drop our bet down to $2. Hopefully, if we win 2. Like I said, this is probably the most nervous I've got of being, might lose my bankroll in 35 spins. Let's see. That is a 35 though, so there's 1 win. So right now we need to put the bet back on. So it's 2, 4, and 12. $4. So we are still moving the streets. It's not staying same. We're not getting 2.5 wins on that that set of numbers. We are playing the oldest 9 numbers, remember. So they will still change even when we're winning. Every time we win, the streets we bet on changes. So if we get this one, then we can drop our bet down. That is a 25, so that's also won. Nice. So now we can drop our bet down. So we're not on the 2nd. We're not on the 9th. And we're not on the 12th. $2 bet now. This would be our 3rd win. This is the lower progression. We've dropped it by 1 progression because we only need 2.5 wins to be able to get out of the progression in session high profit. We could stay high, but then it's, we're just trying to keep our progressions as low as possible. Then that was a 19, and that has also won. So now we can reset. So we will reset our bet, and we're not on the 7th street. We're not on the 9th street. And we're not on the 12th street. Base bet, $1. Currently got $12 of profit after 10 spins. So we're averaging $1.20 profit per spin. So yeah, let me know what you think about the oldest 9 streets. Do you like playing the oldest numbers? Do you like playing the recent numbers? Do you like playing just a specific set of the 9 streets when you play it? That one. So we will repeat the bet. And we're not on the 3rd street, the 7th street, and the 9th street. Yeah, you let me know how you like to play the 9 streets. Like I said, I generally prefer playing the recent 9 streets or playing my recent, following the 3 recent does positions. I also like that one. And as you've seen lately, I do like playing the recent 9 streets with a recovery with the recent 7 streets. That's a 17, and that's 1 as well. So again, 3rd street, 6 and 7. 6th street and 7th street off. Our 3 streets are off. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put that. See. We're racing through these. We've got 12 spins done now. So yeah, I know I'm obscuring the graph a little bit. It is on the other page though. You can see it on when I change it. 32. So at 1. And we're on 3, 6, and 11. I'm a bit slow here. Got them off there, that's fine. Dealer is changing. Is she doing the walk-off? The walk-off 0? Don't know. They do it a lot, don't they? The walk-off 0. Not a walk-off 0 today. That's a 33 though, so it's a walk-off loss though. So we don't like that. So we repeat the bet and double onto the 2nd progression. Currently we've lost 4 and won 10. So before that loss, we were around expected values on our wins to loss ratios. That's a 24 and that's 1. So we can put this back on. So it's the if I can get it on, 6, 8, and 11. Oh, I didn't get the double on. Silly me. I tried to save a bet on it. I saved the wrong one. That's it. So that one with a 7. So, because we... Oh. So we got 3, 8, and 11. And we are going to double this one because we should have doubled the last one. Just to try and get into the same profit as what we should have. Like if we lose, it doesn't matter, but trying to make it fair. That is a 4, though they both won, so that it didn't matter in the end, so that's fine. So we're not on the 2nd, not on the 3rd, and we're not on the 8th street. $17 spins, $27 profit. Remember, we're just doing $1 per street, so we can only ever win $3 profit per spin. No jackpot numbers. Let's see what goes on this spin. That is a 35 and has won. So we are not on the 2nd and 3rd and the 12th. So let's just see what's going on with the other bets now. So second dozen, second column has had 4 wins so far. Might have had one more. I couldn't see all of it. That lost with a 7 though. So let's just repeat the bet and double. Now we need 2 wins. The 26 pocket near neighbours 8 and opposite near neighbours 4 has had 2 losses in a row recently, but then did win the last 2. That hasn't been doing too bad today, actually, that one. Now she hits the 0. Don't like her hitting the 0. Right, so we're going to have to go up to the 3rd progression. Now we need 2.5 wins to get out of the progression now. So let's see how we get on. That's hit a 19 and has won. That's fine. 1 win. So not on the 3rd. Not on the 7th. And not on the 12th. We're on a $4 bet, which is the 3rd progression. We've won once. We need to win 2.5 times in total if we're going to get out of this progression in this sequence. But if we lose again, then we'll need more wins. That is a 10. So we've got our 2 wins. Now we can drop the bet by 1 unit, by 1 progression. And then we will be coming out of the progression and resetting. So there we go. So yeah, so this way we do only win 1 unit of base level profit for every progression that we do. So if we're winning, then we're getting 1 level of base level profit on a base level bet. But once we get into a recovery progression, once we get out of the recovery progression, we only get 1 level of fun. So that one, we lost that one under the 18. So we are just going to... How's that lost? Didn't lose, did it? That's a 0. Oh, done an absolute stinker here. Oh, I thought that bet lost, and it didn't. So wait a minute. So we have to do double. Let me have a quick look. I think I've messed this up. So we had, yeah. Oh, I thought it lost because I was on the wrong screen. Right. So anyway, so this is essentially. We just really want to try and get back to base level. That's a 25 and has 1. Okay. On an 8. Right. So go 4, 6, and 9. Right, we did do a little bit of a mess up on the bets there, but hopefully this will bring stuff back. Hopefully we can get a nice little win here, and then we can reset everything. But we didn't. We lost. So we need to repeat and double. So we have lost, win, lost. So we need 2 wins at this level, and then we should be able to reset. That is a 25. That's not good for us. We've lost 3 of the last 4. And we wouldn't be in this problem if it wasn't for me keeping on that $8 bet when we didn't need to. So we were on the 4th progression and we could have been back to the 1st progression. So we would only be on the 3rd progression now. So this is a bit of my fault, really. Not really doing. So when I do the 19 and has 1. Let's just put this on 4, 7, and 9. I think that's right. Yeah. That one with a 1. So 1, 7, and 9. We'll go to there. I'm hoping that this will get us back into profit. We have now played 29 spins. 33, yeah. There we go. So we got out of it. So that's good. But what I will do, just to let you know, because I messed the bets up there, when I actually put it on the spreadsheet and do the calculations, we will do them properly and as if I should have played it the right way. And then we'll see how much it actually won, because I think it might have won a little bit extra then, I'm not sure. If it's only won $3, then that's 22 and has won. And we've got 1st, 8th, and 11th off. Let's have a quick look at this graph. So this, we're on 33, and then we went up to 45. So we got $12 of profit there instead of 3, essentially, I think. So this is probably doing a little bit better than it should have been if I'd put the bets on correctly. That's a 22 and has lost, though. Repeating 22s. Don't like repeaters in this system. Go to the 2nd progression. So we are now on 32 spins. Oh. We didn't need to bet that last one. So that lost. So we've already finished this one. Don't worry about this. So it had $48 of profit. These are the extra spins now. After 30 spins, it was in session high profit. So I just want to try and win my money back now. So we will keep with it. We need to play these spins anyway for the 35 spins. So that's lost twice. Now we need 2.5 wins. So I've made a bit of a mess of this really, but we will get. Oh, it's lost us again. So what we'll do is repeat that. Right, there we go. So yeah, so after 30 spins, this was in session high profit. And I continue betting when I shouldn't have. This is spin number 35. 13. Right, so that is the end for the video, but I'm just going to do a few more spins. So that they are the 35 spins that we're doing it on. I am just going to try and get my money back. 1, 2, 4. I think I should be on an $8 bet, but never mind. Let's just see what we can do. See if I can just get my money back. 23. I got. Probably good job that I didn't put the right amount of money on there. So okay, so $27 down. So what we'll do is we should have been on that anyway, I think. So let's go to this one. Yeah. All right. See what happens if we do this. So now, literally, this is just me now just trying to get the little bit of money that I lost when I shouldn't have been playing. And then we'll go and do some analysis. Oh, we're having terrible luck at the minute. But what can you do? This is it, isn't it? So how am I going to lose my bankroll when... So it's lost 5 of the last 6 spins now. And it's not even going to count. So I might lose my bankroll, and this system is going to come out with a profit when we keep playing these numbers and we keep losing, and it's lost again, you know. I think I am going to lose my bankroll here by the look of it. It's just found itself a lucky set of... Oh, look at that. I can't even put... I've literally... I'm $30 off being able to put on the double, the last double. So that was a 20. So 5, 7, and 8. Ooh, don't like that. Right. Like I said, this is just me trying to get my money back. This is nothing to do with the TeKKa tournament. And I don't know why I'm doing it with this bloody strategy, because I don't like it. But it's good to see what goes on with a strategy, isn't it? So 25, that's one as well. So we're on 5, 7, and 9. I'm going to go to there. 30, 30, 30, 90. Oh, I should have just put it on. This is still not going to get us out, but Would have had to have put that big bet on again. 31. That would have got us out. Right. Seven, 9, 11, 16. So, can I get my money back? I don't know. That is an 11. I don't think I put a big enough bet on either then. So, right, okay. Right, there we go. Let's see what this gives us. Let me have a quick look at the stats. There we go. Right, I've got myself back in profit after being an absolute moron. Right, there you go. So let's just have a quick look at what happened here. So after 30 spins, we were about $48 up. It might be slightly different because we did put on the bet on a little bit wrong as well. But when we do the analysis on the spreadsheet, I will put it all in properly and how we should have played it. And we'll see how it would have done properly. I think it's going to be down to about $42 in profit. But in these spins that we've just played 43 spins, essentially. What we could do, that's the 27. We'll just see 2 more spins to make it 45 spins. And then I can decide whether, I need to decide before I finish this actually, whether to play 40 spins for this session or 30 spins. It was in profit after 30 spins. It was in profit after 40 spins as well. Well, 43 spins, but it would have been within the 5 extra spins. Nah, we'll keep it 30 spins. We'll just keep it 30 spins. So there we go. So we've done that. So I did 43 spins, 28 wins, 15 losses. That is about a 2-to-1 ratio. So it did not perform to how it should expect to perform, because we would expect it to win 3-to-1. But we'll do bigger analysis in a minute. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to do the analysis and then I will be back. So I will see you very shortly in like this. And we're back. Here we are. We have the spin results on the spreadsheet and we can see how each of the systems did do. So we'll start off with the one that we played. It did change a little bit from what actually happened on the wheel. But this is how it would have played out. It's not much different, but I did mess up the bet once. So here we go. So we started off with a couple of wins. We got 1 loss. We got a couple of wins. So after 5 spins, we were back to base bet. We lost twice. Then we got 2.5 wins, back up to session profit of $12. Then we had 3 more wins, then a loss. 2 wins, we got out of it. So by spin 18, we were $30 in profit, doing well. But then we got a couple of losses, got 2 wins and a loss to get out of it. But we only won $3 of profit in them 5 spins. 24th spin we lost, 25th spin we won. Then we had 26th and 27th lost. And then we've got to do it fairly. So, because we had that 1 win there, 2 losses, I did check it. So we had 2 wins. Then we could reduce our bets to 36. And it did get us into session high profit. It was 33 and it got to 36. 30 spins. Then we can stop. We didn't need any of the extra 5 spins. So we got $36 profit in 30 spins. So now then, let's go and see the next system. This is the near neighbours, the recent near neighbours 8 and the opposite near neighbours 4. Right, and so this one, 26 pocket bet. We are doubling on winners. We normally need about 2.5 wins ish to reset. So let's see how this one did. So it starts off super well. 6 wins in a row gets us $18 in profit. Then we hit 3 losses though. So we are playing 30 cents per pocket, which is a $7.80 initial bet. We lost 3 times in a row. We were doubling each time, so went up to a 31.20 we lost on. So we had to go to the 62.40 bet. We won that one. We were still not in profit. We went for a second win. We lost that one. 2 wins will get us out of the progression. So then we had to double it. We did it twice and we were $21 in profit. Dropped our base bet down to base level. And then we got 2 wins. Then we lost 2. Then we won 2. And we could reset. We reset. We won another 3. We lost 1. We won 2, so we could reset. We lost 2. We won 2, so we could reset. And our last spin won as well. We had $44.40 of profit in 30 spins for the racetrack bet. Near neighbours 8 and opposite near neighbours 4. Now then we can keep going to the next one. So this is my new favourite bet potentially. So this one started off with a loss. So then we switched from the 9th Street to the 7th Street. We won once. We got to $1 profit. Then we switched back to the 9th Streets. Then we had some nice wins. So after 7 spins, we were $16 in profit. Then we lost the 9th Street bet. And then we lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 7th Street bets. We are up to big bets now. So after 13 spins, we have lost $427, and we've got to put on a big bet. So we put on the $448 bet. So we've gone into like $875 of our bankroll now, but we did win that one. Luckily, we won that one. So we halved our bet, because remember, 7th Street bets only need 1.5 at the highest level. That lost, so we reduced it to half the bet, previous progression, and we lost, so we had to go back up. We went back up, and we lost. And because we halved our bet and then returned back up, we don't recover. If to recover, we have to just keep going up martingale. Because we're reducing our bets by half, we have to get to a win at the highest progression and then one at the lower progression to get out of the progression. So we had to do that. We won, and then we owe $149 in profit. Then we won a couple of 9th Street bets. We lost the 9th Street bet. We won the 7th Street bet. So we got $1 extra of profit, but we can reset because we're in session high profit. Then the 9th Street lost after spin 22. The 7th Street bet went on a 3 loss level. So we got to the 4 losses. We had to go to the 5th progression. $112 bet. We won that one. We reduced our bet by half. We won that one as well. And as you can see, we were on $156. $156 profit. Then we went on our recovery and we got to $169 profit. So that's our new session high. Then we won a 9th Street bet, which was up to $172. Then we lost the 9th Street bet. On the 30th spin, we lost the 7th Street bet. And on the 31st spin, so we're having to use the extra 5 spins, which is in the tournament rules. It won the $56 bet. We dropped our bet by half, trying to get into session profit. We lost that one, and then we doubled our bet. We won that one, and we actually got into $1 of session profit. So that's where we stopped. 34 spins for that one, and it's got $173 profit. So it is a lot more profitable than the previous two, but it has used a hell of a lot more bankroll than the previous two as well. So there are things to think about when we are doing our analysis. Then we've got our final bet for this session, and we are on the second dozen and second column, starting off with $4 on each, and on losses we are going up 2 units, and we keep at them units until we get to session profit. So here we go. How did it do? Well, it started off bad. It lost its first 5 bets, and we were going up $16 a time. So we started off with 8, and then we go up 2 units, which is adding $16, which is 24. Then third time we're up to $40 bet, then a $56 bet, then we were on a $72 bet. So when we won on the sixth spin, we were placing an $88 bet. We won, so we won $44 back, but we were still $156 in the red. We were still $156 down, and it was only a single win. So obviously if we get a double win, we might be able to get out of these progressions, but let's wait and see if we do hit any jackpot wins. Then we lost, so we went back to, we were $244 down now we're having to place over $100 bets, $104 after 8 spins. That won, but again was only a singular win, so that won us $52, but we're still $192 down. The 9th spin lost. The 10th spin won, but a single win, not a jackpot win. That won us $60. We are $236 down now after 10 spins. The 11th one lost. The 12th won, and the 13th won. And the 12th was the jackpot that we were looking for. So we got 3 times our total bet. We won $408 from a $136 bet, but we were still in negative. We were still down. We were down $184. Now, then we won, and we were down to $16 in the negative. Oh, wait a minute, I've got something wrong here. This might even be worse than I thought. Right. So, what did we do? I kept the bet high. So I kept the bet high, and we lost the $136 bet. Then we bet the $142 bet, and we won that one, $81 in the negative. So we repeated the bet, $142 lost. We lost the $158 bet, so now we are $381 down. We won the $174 bet at spin 18, still only a single win. We were down, we are still $294 down. Then we lost another 2 bets. So our bets are now over $200, $206 on the 21st spin. Won us $103 in actual profit, but we're still $555 down. Then the 22nd spin lost, the 23rd spin won, and then the 24th spin lost, and then I'm going to have to change this on the thingy because I've just done it slightly wrong. So let's just go back here. So we had 872, so we had 128. 128, so that's only a 64. 128, which is 1,000, and then we can get rid of that. So then we lost our bankroll actually after 25 spins, not 26 spins like I thought, because I just made a mistake. So it lost its bankroll in 25 spins, and we started off with an $8 bet. Roulette Master used to play this $10 per thingy with a $2,000 bankroll, which is pretty much what I've just done with a $1,000 bankroll. So that is how that happened. So bear with me 1 second. Let's see if we can. So if we go here, as you can see, these are all the spins. And that's what happened today. So now let's go and have a quick look at this. So here we are. This is the results of this session. We'll just change this 25. I'm taking it them, they are about right. They might be a few dollars. So we had wins, losses, 16. Right, so here we go. So how did each of the systems do? So as you can see here now, we've got, let's go to the one that made the most money and did lots of bankroll as well. So the recent 9-7, when we're placing the recent 9 street bets and we're recovering with the recent 7 street bets, needed to go into the recovery spins and needed them extra 4 spins from the 30 session to get back into profit. But it was get back into session high profit. It was still in profit, but we give it a chance to get into session high profit with them extra 5 spins. It placed $2,371 of bets. It returned $2,544 of bets, but the lowest balance it got down to was we only had $125 in the bankroll. It won 17, it lost 17. So, you know, we're doing 7 street bets and 9 street bets. So it was on the unlucky side today. If you're thinking about the expected wins, you know, we should be, the ratios on 34 should be more like 20 to 14, 19 to 15, something like that. Profit was $173, and then we had a return on investment of 7.3%, which is not really that bad when, you know, you consider how deep it had to go a few times. Then the near neighbours 8 and the opposite near neighbours 4 and the oldest 9 streets performed pretty similar, 5 and 6% returns on investment. They both won 21. They both lost 9. The Racetrack 26 pocket bet did place a little bit more money, but it did make a little bit more money as well. So they were pretty similar. Won't say too much more about that. And then the elephant in the room, what was it called? The Randall strategy, 2 dozens, 2 columns, got absolutely wiped out after 25 spins. We were going up 2 units, resetting on session profit, and we lost our $1,000 bankroll after 25 spins. There was one set where we got down to, we won 2 in a row. One was a jackpot, and it got us to what was it? Minus 16. So we were $16. We could have reset then, but I played it out how it was originally meant to be played. We're not resetting early. We're playing these strategies the way they're supposed to be played, and we are not resetting too early. We are playing the sessions how they are. So that lost its whole bankroll today. Luckily, I wasn't playing it at the time. I was only playing the oldest 9 streets, which did make a little bit of profit. And obviously, I was playing and I did mess up on the wheel when we were playing after 30 spins, because I should have stopped, because after 30 spins, we had reached session high profit, but I did place another bet. Then I got myself in a bit of a mess and had to play an extra 5 or 6 spins after the 35, but we did get back into profit with it in the end anyway, so that was quite good. Quite interesting for the actual session that we were actually playing. That was quite good. But as you can see, they were the 4 strategies for session 1. Wonder how they're going to do in session 2. Can the 2 dozen and 2 column strategy give itself a chance by performing better in the next session? Can it hit a few jackpots and get back up the leaderboard? I don't know. I'm not sure about that one, tell you the truth. Everyone used to rave about it, March last year. I don't know if betting's come along a long way since then, but them static bets, yeah, the second column hits a lot sometimes, but sometimes it goes away for a long time. Same with the second column. It seems to hit quite a lot sometimes, but then you get a session like today and it don't want to hit at all. So let me know in the comments what you think of this first session of League 2. Do you think we've got a champion for the whole tournament in this league? Let's have your predictions early on so that I can come back and see what you thought after session 4 and this league is done. So just remember, people, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it all. Please like, subscribe, turn that notification bell on if you haven't already, if you do want to see when I am delivering a new video. And always add a comment, add a like. It does help me out a lot. I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by Christmas. We are almost at 850. Be nice to get 850 after this video. But as always, people, just remember, this is not financial advice. This is just TeKKa in his study, spinning the wheel with his beer money. And with that said, everyone, I'll catch you on the next one.